Hello everyone, this is Shu Wilson, owner and operator of Grown Man Products. Finally ready to show you guys my face and start doing some videos for the company. And so tonight I'm gonna go over one of my extensive nightly routines. I'm gonna show you my whole process to get my beard conditioned for overnight. I just got out the shower and I'm gonna dry my beard just a little bit with a t-shirt, clean t-shirt. I just pat off a little bit of the excess water because you still want some water in your beard while you do this. And then I'll be putting in some oil, some of our Marley's Vex beard oil. So since my beard is kind of thick, I put a little more than usual. I put about 15, 20 drops in, maybe 30. So depending on your length, that's how much oil you want to put in your hair. So I'll just go ahead and get it in there. Now use my fingertips to get it in here all the way. Then I get my pick. I go ahead and just comb it out, make sure get everything straight. Just go over it. Make sure not to pull no hairs out. You'll see in your pick. I mean, 1 or 2 hairs is normal, but if you're coming out with a whole handful of hairs, you don't want to do that, see? Because I oil my beard, good enough, you hardly ever see any hairs in here. Then I go ahead and just comb it through. And after combing it, just brush it a little bit. I use a boar's hair brush that's very soft, but don't worry, the grown man's brush and comb system is coming real soon. But you see it's real soft. You don't want to, put too much, stress on your hair. Just brush it in. And, that's pretty good right there. The beard is nice and oiled. It's nice and it still has that softness. It still has that moisture from the shower you took earlier. And it has that oil in there to keep it sealed in, and you're good. But like I said, this is the more extensive moisturizing and conditioning process. I get the Grown Man beard butter, and what I do is, it's a little extensive, but what I do is I start sectioning off my beard. So usually I'll grab my chin hair and kind of just pull it together, and then I start separating it from the beard hair on my side. So once I get that, I just have a nice little separation. That's where it gets extensive. I get it together, get the beard butter, get a little bit, it's enough to get my hair, buttered up, and I just put it in there, and I start combing it. So I start combing it, make sure to keep it separated. Now here's the extensive part. So I got a big face, so I spread this apart, and then I twist it. So I separate this kind of a little bit, because my beard is kind of like shaped into a V, so it's not gonna be as much hair on the side. So I get the 2-strand strip, the 2-strand twist for this one, and I just twist it. This ain't hard. This part ain't hard. You don't need any kind of hair license to do this. Sorry about that. Lost my phone there, but yeah, I just go ahead and spread it apart and just keep twisting all the way down. Make sure to keep it separated. And you want to get a little more butter. Make sure to get it deep down, like to your hair follicles. Spread it through. Keep it separated. Comb it out a little bit. And just twist it. Make sure to get all the way down. So that's one side. Then you got the other side. Make sure to get that apart. Same thing. Spread it apart. Separate a little part. Now, depending on the length of your beard, you may only need to do one side. You know, one strand twist, or like one part. Not like two parts on my like on my beard. Just depends on your beard and how big it is or how you want to go ahead and style it. Alright, now I know you're looking a little funny, looking like Low Dog from Don't Be a Menace, but don't trip, man, going out like this. This is just overnight. My lady showed me this, and I've been doing it ever since, and I've seen seen the growth in my beard now. Alright, now, so I know sometimes people get with the beard, the under chin here, this is like, it either like real shrinky or, it doesn't show a lot because, you may have your chin down or whatever. So this part will help, but it's also the most difficult part. So I'm gonna try to put a link in the description for people that show you how to do the 3-strand twist. So what I do is I just separate it. Real simple. I'm not getting no parting comb or anything like that. Separating like the bottom under chin hair from the top here that's more prominent, and I'm just taking it out. So it depends. Sometimes I start at the top, sometimes I start at the bottom. Let me just start at the top, because maybe you'll see that better. So this time I get a little more beard butter. A little more. Might have a little too much, but it's all good. Damn, I do got a little too much. And then get it all in there. So get it in there. Comb it through a little bit. And this is a 3-strand twist. This is like the regular braid twist that you may see in most people here. So I learned this when I was like 11, probably younger than that, watching doing my cousin's hair. Rest in peace to my lovely cousin. So you just grab 3 strands. This is basically a regular braid. This is like the Dub C braid. Alright, that's good. Like I said, I'm not going for fashion, it's going for function. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll get a little bit, real little bit, about that much, you can barely see it. And I'll just go over it with the beard butter. And then the under part, which is kind of like the weird looking hair, that's the one I do. That's the hardest part, but same process. Just get the beard butter. Alright, so like I said, not the prettiest, but it's functional. And so what I like to do is, like I said, get a little bit of beard butter, just put it on every strand, try to get a little bit underneath, to your hair follicles. Get a little bit. Just get a little bit, put it on there. And something like you try to get under there. Alright, so it's the morning. Like I said, last night did my whole little moisturizing, conditioning routine. So now I'm going to show you the after effects. So really, what you do is just basically just untwist. Take everything out, just untwist it just like that. And what else I do is also kind of just separate them before I comb everything out, because everything is still a little, twisted together. So you don't want to, actually I'll pull this apart, and then I got the strand, and then I'll just pull that apart just a little bit before I comb everything out, just to make sure that I'm not getting any kind of tangles or anything like that. Then I do the same thing on the other side. I just go ahead, pull it apart. I Alright, so the underbeard, where you do the 3-strand braid, the regular, regular looking braid, you kind of just do that in reverse and take everything out. I kind of use my fingernails to kind of take it out. So, alright, so now everything is out, everything is separated. So, looking at your hair, looks like kind of a mess, right? Alright, so get your pick, pick it through, go through real light, don't do too much. It'll come through because your hair is properly conditioned now. Just go through layers, so do not just rake it through because you will pull out hairs, but if you just take your time, go little by little, it'll start coming out. So as you can see, it gives you that length, like the actual length of your beard, and you won't need to use any heat in order to do that. So, and also it kind of gives you that wavy beard look that some people like nowadays. So I just get my comb. Just go through it a little bit. And you see, you're not really taking out any hairs, maybe 1 or 2, but because you conditioned everything. And there you have it, it's longer. Now it's touching my chest. Before it was just touching my, kind of like right here. But, the actual length is coming through now. So now it's just touching my chest naturally. And what you can do is, for those with longer beards, get the finishing wax, the Grown Man finishing wax. Take you out a little bit, not a lot. About that much with the back of your fingernail, because it's thicker, because it's just complete wax. And just put on the top layer of your beard. And alright, now it's kind of like real flat, so you pick it out a little bit. And there you have it. That's my deep conditioning process. I go ahead and do it about, 2, 3 times a week, depending on anything. Have your beard looking wavy, shiny, everything. It's the best thing to do to keep your beard looking the best. I'm gonna try to keep these videos coming out. For the first one, I kind of want to go deep into it. But also, my next video is going to be a little different things I do that keep my beard looking the best, using only Grown Man products. I only use my stuff, nothing else. So I'm going to keep them coming. Hope you like this one. Please like, share, follow. I want to try to get a YouTube going, got the Twitter up, everything. So thank you for checking out some Grown Man products, and see you in the next video.